Lysias, Apology for the Olivestump, Episode 7. U thamastan de tatetas morias exekaptan, en ho ude tahemetera auton fulattein edunamatha, epistas de obule, hoso malestaton toiuton epimeleste pala en nekeno, to chrono dasea onta idiais, kai moriais elais, hon nun, ta pola ekekaptai, kahege psile gegenetai. In the previous episode, Lysias was speaking of the time after the Peloponnesian War, when the Spartans were ravaging the Attic countryside. He says, "U thamastan, it is not impossible to believe, it is no wonder, then, if at that time, tate, this is a temporal adverb, tasmorias, feminine plural, accusative, the sacred olive trees, they were chopping down, exekaptan. This is the verb ekkapto, and the subject is an implicit hoi lakedaimonioi from the previous section, that is, the Spartans. This is a third plural, imperfect, indicative active. If they were chopping down those sacred olives, in that time which, en ho, and this is probably en ho chrono, that means at the time when, not even ude tahemeter auton, the possessions of ourselves, our own possessions. This is a neuter plural and accusative. The things that belong to us ourselves, the genitive here showing possession, fulattein edunamatha, were we able to keep safe. The argument being we couldn't even preserve our own private property, much less those things that were considered public property, like the sacred olive trees. Edunamatha is an imperfect from the verb dunamai, the irregular deponent verb dunamai. It's a first plural imperfect. And you know, epistaste. This is from epistemai, another deponent, and look at how Lysias has juxtaposed them. And you know, O counsel, obule, feminine, singular, and vocative. You know, that is hasso, and this is masculine, singular, dative. I'm taking this as a personal dative here. To whatever person especially, whatever person of you especially has a care for, epimeleste, second plural, has a care for these things, ton toiuton, such things, this is the qualitative iota here. Epimeleste always patterns with the genitive. So this phrase is rather simple except for the hasso, the dative here, which I would normally take as a dative of degree of difference, but I don't think that's the sense. So whoever of you, hasso, to as many of you as have a care for such things, you know that many places, pola, at that time, and ekeno to chrono, were onta, completely covered, dasea. This is a neuter plural accusative adjective, which is being modified by this participle onta. And both of them are patterning with pola. You know that at that time, a great many of them were thick with idiais, that is, private, and also moriais, sacred olive trees, of which, that is, of these sacred and privately owned olive trees, of which now at the present time, ta pola, many of them, ekekaptai, have been cut down. This is a third singular, perfect indicative passive, or perfect passive indicative. We can tell by the reduplication, by the lack of a thematic vowel, and by the primary ending. It is singular because, as is common in Greek, plural subjects, ta pola, take a singular verb because they are treated as collectives. So very many of those trees, public and private, were chopped down, and the earth, hege, became gegenetai, psile, barren, stripped, having nothing on it whatsoever when all of the olives were taken away.